I was searching listum. Yeah, you know when you changed it, I was about to change it as well. Like literally, the moment I'm about to click on it to change it down there. I know, right? All right. Okay, the list is up. Welcome to the second episode of the Listum Podcast. Woo! Yo, can I get a cheers?
Yeah. It's at the end of a hot day.
All right, okay. So, welcome guys to the Listum Podcast. This is episode 222 FM. That was such a fake laugh, Miko. But yeah, so in the building, I have Miko, the voice, OTOT, Akulu himself. What are you? Akulu, the reason?
The voice of reason.
And Mac the Mac, I'm your host for the day. Okay, no, okay.
I think it's hit a little early.
What hit a little early?
What's up with the voice?
Miko's the voice. Don't talk to me about
I mean, you sound like a Radio 2 DJ.
That's why I did the
1990s Radio 2 DJ.
That's why I did the episode 222 FM.
Oh, you did that? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Sure.
All right, so y'all got the list, right? Do we get to it or do we ease into it? Let me ease into it. So how was your Valentine's, guys? How did it go?
It was trash.
Akulu should be the man to tell us how Valentine's went.
Mr. Married Man.
Mr. Married Man, how's Valentine's, man?
I was at home. Alone.
Alone?
Yeah, I didn't
You
do
sure?
anything.
Is it because you're one now?
No.
So
it's
you're
just
alone
I didn't
together.
have the money. That's all it is. But that's not. I'm not ashamed to say that. It's cool.
I can't.
Hold on.
Okay, you didn't have the money to like go away from home, or you spent the money on Valentine's. Can you just
Yeah,
clarify
that's what I'm thinking as well.
Yeah.
Like, also follow up on that. Did you tell her you didn't have the money? I know it's easy to tell us. Did you tell her that you didn't have
Not
the
just
money?
us, everybody.
Us and our many listeners out there.
Yeah. Shout out every one of you.
Well, yeah, I think she was aware. I did tell her, so it's cool. It's not like anything was expected.
What did she say exactly? I'm sorry, I'm like getting into a private life here, but like I want to hear what she said.
I feel attacked here. I don't know. I don't feel comfortable.
No one's attacked. We just want to hear a perspective because that's very a strange thing where a man admits that he didn't have enough money to spend on his girl on Valentine's. Like, you know, I'd go, I'm busy, I'm this, or I didn't come up with anything, and you just come up with
I
don't do Valentine's.
No. I mean,
I've got a better one. Valentine's to me, I love you every day of the week. Oh, yeah. I don't need one day to justify that I love you. You know, Valentine's every day.
Yeah.
Is that you?
Nah. I'm cool with Valentine's. I'm not, like I said, I'm not ashamed of saying I don't have money.
Yeah.
You know, that's the reality. Yeah, whatever. But yeah, that's the reality that I didn't have money, and I should be able to say that. You know.
Yo, big up on that, because one thing that I've noticed is like a lot of men are shy to tell their significant others, their better halves that, yo, well, I'm broke. Just tell them you're broke, and sometimes they might even foot the bill for you. You just never know. Some people are like
humility, bro.
Exactly. Some people are even like trying to borrow money just to spend it on their girl when you could have just had an honest conversation. Like our man Akulu here. Big up.
Yeah, big up for real.
Yo, nice
big
one.
Up for real.
Yeah.
I don't think it's such a huge accomplishment, but thank you.
But
also, like, what's up with just the guy being expected to, cough up money? Because I got a gift earlier, like during the week. She bought me a gift, and I wasn't even expecting it. Because that's a normal thing, right? The guy is expected to get something. I even saw posts like where, my man bought me this. What did your man get you? Like, what's up with that?
Like, also, there's a thing where a lot of guys not a lot of guys. One guy complained to me about how he was dating some girl and she kind of treated Valentine's as a second birthday. It's like, that's not your second birthday. We're celebrating our love. It's both of us. Don't just make it your thing. Because I saw a lot of girls out there like, yo, Valentine's coming up. What did you get? What did I get? It's not about you. It's about y'all. You plural. You know what I mean?
Okay, so in defense to the ladies that I've seen, think there's been a bunch of them. Like I saw, like got their man some shit. So it's not just one side. I think there's some girls who are like stepping up right now and like, getting shit for their significant others.
Yeah, I think the key expression there is the whole stepping up. So
Yeah.
it really isn't a normal thing for people for girls to do.
Okay, so why should it not be a normal thing? I feel like, okay, OT, you said your friends or some girls, you saw girls post that they got men some stuff, but do you get
I saw the men post that. They got
the men
shit from
posting.
their girlfriends, yes.
That's pretty cool, man. That's pretty cool. My thing is, have you guys ever like gotten presents from women and thought that this is such a dope gift? Because my thing is, I always get the worst presents from girls, and I just think that it might be an effort thing, or it might be the thing that is still kind of pretty new for girls to get Malawian guys stuff. They're just expecting things, so they don't really work hard on it. Like, think about this. How do you get a guy, for example, socks for Valentine's?
Actually, at this age, I'll be, steaming if I got socks. I need I need such gifts, but like it's also I don't think it's the effort thing. Maybe it's just making it the norm because girls get each other dope gifts. Like you see, girls always giving each other things, taking each other out.
Are you rocking holes in your socks? Like is that is that why you be steamed?
No, but it's like one of those things.
Steamed.
It's one of those things where like
It's extreme, man.
like
Steam for some socks.
it's like one of those life things, where you just buy a bunch of socks and like the more socks you have, the better you feel, I don't know, maybe it's just me.
Nah, man, shout out to you for rocking holes in your socks, man. Because that means you're not rocking holes elsewhere. You
yeah,
the
man.
holes you need there.
Yeah, those are all the
Shout
holes
out
you need.
Miko.
Shout out Miko.
Yeah.
But like the thing is, this is a more important thing. This is like girls' ability to actually figure out a nice, proper, appropriate gift for your man, because I think that you should put in just as much effort. I know a lot of girls out there that are putting in a lot of effort, but I personally have bad history with such. For example,
I think that's a you thing.
Is it okay? Let's go around the table. See what gifts that like the worst gifts you've ever gotten. I'll start. Right.
Why don't start with the best gifts?
I can't think of one. I can't think of one.
Okay. Yeah, start.
All right. So like this one time, when I was a youngin, I got like. So this is youngin me. I'm wearing big shirts, big T-shirts and stuff. I got cufflinks, right? And I did not have a single shirt that all my shirts had buttons. Like, why are you getting me cufflinks? When am I ever gonna use this?
So that you can grow into the man that wears cufflinks.
Wow.
What if he doesn't ever want to wear cufflinks?
Yeah.
No, but it's just necessary to have some.
Yeah. You guys are being overly sensitive today. I like it. I like the energy. I like it. Anyway, so we're going out.
Yeah, worst gifts you've gotten.
Yeah, so it's your turn now. You're busy like talking about.
It's like going around, isn't it?
Okay, I honestly don't know. The last gift I can remember getting is a T-shirt, and it was a nice shirt. We were both broke at the time, so I didn't mind the shirt. Yeah, that's my gift.
Is it worst or your best?
I can't honestly, even right now, I can't even name 5 gifts that I've gotten from girls. Max thinks he's the only
one
douchebag.
great gift though. I got a pair of aviator shades, like OG aviator shades. Those go around 300 stacks, and they're nice, so dope looking, and I was feeling good about myself. I had walking around with some aviator shades. No one's topped that yet.
But also, I haven't really had that many Valentines. I think I've had like 3 people or 2 people.
Did Migo say he got like aviator shades? I think that's to you, Mag. You should have like specified that gifts from your mom don't count.
Oh.
But then, yeah.
Aviator shades.
Aviator shades, come on.
Yo, but it's cool to have your mom as a Valentine.
Yeah, no,
when I see that online, when niggas post their moms, that's dope. I'm like,
dope.
why didn't I think of
Dope,
this?
I stand.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sure, buddy.
Hills got you aviator shades. Yeah, but it's cool. Like I think I'm in the same. I've only gotten a T-shirt. I think. Yeah.
But OT has like 3,000 T-shirts. 3,000 black T-shirts. I'm sure he got another black T-shirt and he can't even like figure out which one it is.
Which would be a very thoughtful gift if you ask me.
3,001 T-shirts now. That's awesome. But yeah, anyway, I feel like on this topic, I've been the only douchebag on this whole podcast. I'm sorry about that, ladies. I've gotten some dope gifts as well. I've gotten some dope gifts, mostly from my sisters. Shout out to my sisters. They know me well. They know me well.
But have you noticed how like some people just give like ridiculous gifts? Like it's Valentine's, maybe go out, but they're spending hella racks, like a lot of cash, on Valentine's gifts. I saw some girl yesterday with the golden bracelet like that.
Yeah.
Crazy expensive. Like,
Joe,
is it necessary at our age?
Did you see Gloria's thing, the Gloria story?
Nah, I didn't see the
All
Gloria
right,
story.
so there's people posted 2 pictures. You know when they number the pictures on the caption on like the WhatsApp status
1 and 2.
1 and 2.
Yeah.
So 1 is a picture of a nice white Beamer, right?
Yeah.
It's got like all these "I love you, Gloria" posters all over it, and it's like Valentine's. It's a perfect picture, and even the caption I think from Gloria was like, "Yeah, I have the best man in the world." What bitches? I'm like, oh shit, that's good. Tap, go to picture number 2. Yo, the Beamer is wrecked. It's crashed same day.
I don't think it's the same one.
What?
It's just
Dude,
one of
I
those.
like to believe what I see on the
It's
internet.
one of those juxtaposing things. You just put one thing next to the other thing.
I don't think there's any proof that it's the same.
Man, in which age are you guys living in, man? We don't fact check this stuff.
We can't possibly fact check
just
it.
post, we just laugh, man. Like, have fun. Like, why do you
Why
have to
did you
ask for
guys
the
even
truth?
laugh at that story?
Yeah.
Like, you're just like, nah, I don't believe
The
it.
truth
She
doesn't
could
matter
be-
in this case,
'cause
man. It's
she
just
was-
a funny story, man.
She was in an accident.
Why so serious?
That's not funny.
It's not funny.
She was in an accident.
It's
That's
an
not
accident. What
funny.
if she would've died?
Someone could have died.
No. It was just the front. It was just the front.
Now you guys are just being douchebags now.
No, we're not.
Nah.
No, we're not.
Nah, she didn't die. Nobody died in that crash, man. That was a Beamer. A Beamer will have like a crash-proof system where it crumbles in the front.
The
and
only thing that died was the man's love for Gloria. like, yo.
R.I.P.
All right, but okay, before we move on, like, let's just shout out to like some of the good reception we got on our first episode. I feel like that's gonna energize us a little bit because we got some really good reviews. We did not expect all the views, all the comments, all the shares. Shout out to everyone that like took the time to listen to us. We're just gonna keep trying, to do better. We're gonna keep trying to do better.
Tari Sigabe.
Come on, no, you know what I think? I think that because we're so dope on the first one. Yo, hey. You raised the bar so high, and now you're like, yo.
So I feel like the safe way is like be trash on this one. That there's no pressure on the third one.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So then when you're on the 10th one, you're just getting better. Because now it's like, I'm looking at Miko right now, and it's like, how can I possibly be top at the time when I dropped all those bars? You know, so it's all good. It's all good energy. But like, yeah. So moving on. You said that a lot of our Valentines, honestly, apart from my man Akulu here, a lot of our Valentines were spent, aka Ack, Mr. Ack. Eesh, sorry about that, man. So I, Miko, and OT spent Valentines on WhatsApp, right? Like all we saw was people's statuses on WhatsApp.
Yeah.
And so what do you guys think about how people screenshot their own tweets and then they post them as a WhatsApp status? What's up with that?
I think we all know who we're talking about, first of all. But
I don't know.
Anyway.
Disclaimer. I'm not talking about.
Miko loves throwing shade, man.
Okay,
I've noticed
okay.
Miko loves throwing shade.
You know
We don't do that.
It must be those aviator shades.
I should have known.
Aviator shade.
Aviator shades. Yeah, go on.
well, it's trying to expand your reach. So it's a way of advertising yourself. Yesterday I was in here and I was hearing about certain terms that are used among men about the certain behaviors that they put out. I think it's just one of those things where it's like I'm popping here as well, so check it out. You know, because obviously if you're gonna quote yourself and post on your status, that means you feel like you said something, some dope shit. Yeah. So it's just a way of saying, okay, this is some other dope shit that I do. Check it out.
That makes sense.
My view is like your social media, be it WhatsApp, Twitter, Instagram, it has to speak to each other. You can't be different people on different platforms.
Yeah.
So if you post something, you post it on Twitter, on your WhatsApp, it's okay because that's just what you're sharing to like whoever
across
it is,
the
your
board.
friends, your followers, or anybody else. So
Is it
it's
not
a big deal.
Is it not the same as liking or retweeting your own thing?
No, it's not. It's not.
How? Tell me how it's not the
It's
same.
a different, like I'll have my WhatsApp group that I have like it's less people than the people I have on Twitter or on Instagram.
Yeah.
So but then the less people, it's mostly people like I'm mostly intimate with. I know at a personal level.
Yeah,
like
because you exchange numbers.
Yeah. So yeah, most of them are not on Twitter or only on Instagram or only that. So when you post it on WhatsApp, at least you know like the people that you are close to, they know what you're thinking of or like how you're feeling that particular day or the particular moment.
No, you know that makes a lot of sense actually. I honestly I'm not throwing shade at anyone because I've done it before.
Yeah.
I don't remember why I did it because I just thought it was really dope and I was like, hey, because I'm not that popular on Twitter, so I was like, yo, check me out. I said some dope shit. Check me out. Yeah.
Yeah, but also I think every platform has a different way of like you can use every platform differently, right? So like on WhatsApp, you usually a lot of people post videos, and I think that's what works the most. Like people post jokes, videos. I can't post the same stuff on Twitter, I think. So I feel like the way I use WhatsApp can be different from the way I use Twitter. So like in that way, I don't agree at all in the whole screenshotting your tweet. And I do think it's the same as liking your own, retweeting your own. I think it's the same.
In the defense to people who do that, and I do that at times, it's
not defend yourself, nigga,
okay,
because you double tap yourself.
It's
You
not
like
every
your own
single.
pictures.
It's not every single
Yes.
tweet that you're going to like screenshot and then bring on WhatsApp. I'm sure it's like particular in like in a certain tweet that speaks to what you represent on the different platforms. So if I tweet something, let's say concerning what I'm doing at work that I normally maybe do on WhatsApp as well, like that's like my content on WhatsApp, and then like I thought to like just share that on Twitter today. I might screenshot that and put it on WhatsApp as well because it's what I normally do. But then it was just so it's not like I don't feel like we can have a general method or a formula to say you can't do this. I think every tweet or every update has to be treated in its own right.
But I also think just to big up the people that do that, shout out Bufa. Been doing that for a minute. Oh no, he's actually just started. But anyway, I feel like just to back up the people that do that, it takes a lot of confidence. Because as you said, the people that are on your WhatsApp are usually people you're intimate with. That includes family and whatnot. So if you're posting a screenshot, I know there's the whole everyone should see this, but except the family.
Yeah, my list is pretty long.
My list has 24 people.
My list is like 60 people.
How did you have time for all of that? But yes, so
I curate a lot of my shit.
Oh wow. But yeah, it takes a lot of confidence because you're putting out all your trash basically from Twitter and moving it across.
It's not all your trash, it's one tweet.
It's who you are. But I actually haven't. The only people I have excluded from my statuses are people who steal my statuses and just weird people. So everybody on my contact list can see my stuff, and I think that's just because I come from a family where we're allowed to.
It's not just family. It's not just family. It's just certain people that just shouldn't see certain content because I remember I posted some crazy art one time and people totally misinterpreted it. Just one person. So I was like, yo, I feel like maybe they're just not mature enough to handle some sort of content, or they don't respond it in a way that will benefit me. So you gotta take those people off the list because
I get that. I get that. I'm definitely about like not being unapologetic. So like I get how if they're bothering you, then of course. But I like to say, yo,
you mute a lot of people.
This is
how
how
you mute a lot of people on Twitter and on the gram.
Yeah, so but then they can still see my stuff. they can still see my stuff. So it's not like they can still see who I am. So I'm not hiding what I express to anybody else. You know.
Akulu, we already know that from the fact that you're not hiding about your bank account to your girl. Like, we know who you are now. Like, we get that. But yo, big up on that still. I still respect that.
So Akulu just talked about like somebody steals your status or something. So what are our views on that? Because like, what's the view? Is like when somebody you post some dope shit, are they supposed to like keep your name on there or like what?
No, it's very particular. So it's like there's this carpenter. there's carpenter Moses. So yeah, he's out there, he's doing his thing. But this guy loves to, whenever I'm posting like carpentry work that we're doing, he'll like he'll take the whole video and he'll post this like, Zaluso work. So anybody seeing it will think, like, oh, you're working with Zaluso, you're doing this. Yeah. So like
that's messed up.
He's blocked. He's blocked.
But I think that's across.
I guess so.
Because you told me that now he checks out my things.
I haven't been looking at his statuses, so I don't know. Yeah.
All right, cool.
It's a dope carpenter with a WhatsApp status.
Yeah, you're saying something, Nico. Tell us.
I was saying like I think people are just used to stealing content and just like not properly crediting people or not treating content as something that's tangible. You know, because it's all online. It's just photos. It's not like you're physically having something. It's not real to a certain extent. So people like to appropriate that or reuse certain ideas or repost them. Like I know somebody who reposted a pair of shoes with some paintings on them.
Yeah.
And he started getting a lot of clout. Like, yo, that's so cool. You did all that.
Shade.
And it's not shade, but like this guy gets all the glory for somebody else's work just because he didn't tag the person that produced the work. So like that, I think we're having such a huge problem with cultural vulture. Same thing with the whole Akulu thing, where someone's gaining credit or trying to gain some sort of benefit just by associating with you or associating with your work that they didn't credit you for.
So the big issue here is they have to at least credit you. When they take the screenshot, they have to have your name in there and all of that, right? But then there's no one that's really checking them on these things. Because OT already said fact-checking isn't a thing anymore. So you post something, and that's it. I posted a dinner the other day. We won't talk about that. But yeah, a lot of people thought I was a master chef. But I might be. You guys don't know because we're not fact-checking.
So it's funny because on Twitter the other day I was there and then people there were complaining to say, okay guys, if you're going to screenshot my tweet and put it on WhatsApp, then at least cut my name out. So it's like, it's the opposite with here where we're saying, okay, give me credit. But I think maybe on Twitter people are more ratchet than there would be elsewhere. So they're like, okay, you're gonna screenshot my tweet.
So you see why I say your trash, putting your trash out there. Yeah.
It's not. Look, everybody that uses Twitter isn't ratchet.
Yeah.
1, 2. So I think it's about like you have people who like the ratchet people who just use Twitter to just say random stuff, jokes or whatever, make fun of people.
I wouldn't call them ratchet people.
Yeah, I don't want to use that word either.
Like sometimes tweet ratchet.
Yeah,
stuff.
I don't.
Ratchet is the tweet, not the people.
I don't want to make it seem like a bad thing. I'm not calling anybody out. It's cool if you do that. It's whatever. But and then there's people who actually try to make, I don't know how to put this, content that
somebody else
trying to teach people, or like they're really putting a lot into this content.
Yeah.
And then if you just like, okay, if I post a tweet about like maybe top 3 things you should do as a creative, like, and then it's like really important stuff, and then someone cuts that out, then I'm gonna be a bit like, but I made that.
Yeah.
So I think it's just a different type of people.
Yeah.
Who,
so I think like to add on, because that's definitely correct. Like say, so like every tweet will have to be treated in its own right. To say,
its own nature.
Yeah, what's that tweet about and what's it talking about? Yeah. And if it's this one, you're trying to be informative, you like did your research and had that tweet, you're supposed to get credit. But then if you're like tweeting about like a hangover or like something dope, a dope line about like drinking too much the other night, and you're like, if you're gonna post that on WhatsApp, at least cut my name out.
Yeah. You know what would be really cool is like when you're composing your tweet, you should have a button or an option where you're like, I'm comfortable with my name being on this and my name not being on this. I know you can't limit that with screenshots, but imagine if you look at the tweet and you're like, Akolu tweeted this and he wants his name to be on it. It's like when you're a graphic designer and you're trying to download free templates or free pictures. There's a thing about crediting the artist and whatnot. So let's do that. Who do we talk to get that on the map? Who do we talk to?
The people just have to understand, because you really don't need that option. You just need people to like have some sort of.
I think you're expecting way too much from people, man. People suck. People are trash, man. You just cannot expect that from anybody.
People.
Yeah, fuck people, man.
Fuck humans.
All right. So speaking of some fuck people,
That's some strong language there.
we're a censored podcast. I'm sure I'm sure our main man Jason Dust is gonna like put a toot on that.
Nah, man, we're explicit, man. Like I had to review my guy was telling me, you guys
was it family?
No. Like you guys didn't hold anything back. I love that. I was like,
one thing about the reviews that I wanted to talk about was the fact that I got so many contradicting comments. It's like, I like how you guys are so random, and then I like how you guys discuss real issues going on in the community. I'm like, yo, what do we talk about? Let's just be ourselves, yo.
We randomly talk about real issues.
That's the best way to put it. Can we put that in our description somewhere?
We randomly talk about.
We should put that in a description somewhere. Yeah. So as I was saying, some fuck shit. You know, some people like. And also, I feel the need to talk about this because of how the campaign is set up. This is a Make Life Worth Living campaign.
Yeah.
It's a thing that we're talking about mental health, right?
Yeah.
So look, do you think that some people have it easy on the crazy scale, or like they're allowed to be crazy or act crazy and no one calls them out or tries to give them any help because of their bank account? You know what I mean? Did you guys get that?
Yeah, so like rich people are given licenses or to act a certain way, or extreme poverty gives certain people license to act a certain way.
Yeah, I heard about a guy who used to throw. Man, I don't know if I'm allowed to describe this story because everybody might know. Anyway, the guy who used to throw these parties, and then like this guy was crazy. He would just. I've never been to any of these parties. Splash money around, pull out a gun, and like everybody was just like, "Yo, it's cool, whatever." Dropping money.
I have a story for that. Do you want to go first?
I think it's just association. You're there for the benefits. So if when rich people do some crazy stuff, there's a lot of things that you can, benefit from. If a rich guy's buying everybody watches, you're like, you know what? If I'm cool with this, I might end up with a watch.
Yeah.
He's buying free liquor. I might end up with some booze. There might be some girls who wanna experience the same thing, so I might chance with some women who know that this guy's crazy, and I can live off that.
Yeah, so this one time I go to a party, right? I think we traveled from like Zomba to Blanta because that time we were students in Zomba. So we go to a weekend at man's house, right? And it's a good time. He's buying all the drinks and stuff. And then later in the night, he gets really lit, right? This is my first time there. He gets really lit. You guys aren't listening to my story.
We are.
All right, cool. He gets really lit, and then he pulls out a knife, right? And he's like, "Hey, everybody get out of my house." And we're like, "Yo, I thought we were spending the night here." Yeah. So he pulls out a knife. Everyone get out of the house. Blah blah blah. Rants. And then he laughs it off. And then he puts the knife back and is like, "Yo, come in, yeah." And I'm like, "What the hell is going on here?" But everyone else, I'm looking to my left, to my right. Everyone else is like, "Yeah, he does this. He's that type of guy. He does this. It's a joke." And I'm like, "Nah, this is crazy. This is really crazy." So that's exactly what it was. If he was another person, like begging in the streets and pulling out stunts like that, he'd probably be in a jail cell or something.
Now, the way I look at it, like just to like add on what you're saying, because when you're like society, the way society judges someone, like if you're doing the things that society already deems as respectable, as admirable, you
like
have
making money.
If you're making money, like you have that like the prestige that comes with that. So if you're doing some other crazy shit, it never like comes to a level where people will start identifying you with that because they already have that other shit that you're doing, which they already view as admirable, as positive. So I think that's where it happens. So otherwise, crazy shit is crazy shit. But then if you have other positive shit that you're doing, basi, it gets messed up.
This is really like reminded me of R. Kelly, man.
Yeah.
R. Kelly out here doing all this fuck shit, but then everybody's letting him, like, he gets a pass.
Because we love the music. We love the music.
Yeah, exactly.
And
He has done things that you think are dope, and now you're gonna let all his fuck shit pass.
No, it's the whole separation thing. Like, we separate the artist from the person. When it's just crazy rich people, we separate the money and the crazy.
Yeah.
So we just want the money. Like, keep it crazy. We won't talk about it. We just want the money.
Yeah.
So it's R. Kelly, do all that disgusting shit that you're on about, but we'll just keep the music. Keep giving us some good music.
Shit, like the stories are from like way back, but then we never really heard. Okay, we heard like there was a case like some time ago, but then we never really got this much like effort into like bringing him down. But then it's only like been elevated right now because his niggas ran out of money.
Yeah.
So like he's more broke right now, and that's the only reason why there's like all
He's
of this
touchable
effort.
now.
Yes,
Because there was a clip where it's like,
Yeah.
I'm untouchable and all of that.
Yes.
But also, I think that it's possible that the stories are out here more because of the internet, one. Two, I also think that even the people that are throwing out the accusations, I won't say that he was really doing, I would call them accusations for now, but the people that are throwing out the accusations were probably benefiting they might have been, there's an argument that they might have been benefiting from his success, that they allowed him to do these things. Exactly. That's exactly what Miko said, where like, we want the money, so do your other crazy stuff. And they didn't call him out for that until now when the money stopped pouring, or he stopped paying them or whatever.
Yeah.
And then,
But I have a question. Does like what's the word? When people get uproar on the internet, does it really change anything? So if we're all canceling R. Kelly and we're mad at him and we're like, yo, to all these other things that we're protesting about, does it really change anything? Or is it just bring awareness and we all look at it and we're like, oh yeah, we tried, and then we move on to the next thing that's sort of popping or that's disturbing to talk about?
I think we talked about this last week, how the internet stopped people from building a statue in the Mahatma Gandhi statue. So there's some power in the internet. It's just, I think, R. Kelly is a celebrity, and celebrities are gods, So it's hard to touch them, But then there are some celebrities who end up quitting, like, hey, no, the internet is too much. There's too much pressure. I'm out. So I think there is some power in the internet.
But yeah, just a sharp contrast to like the issue with the Mahatma Gandhi thing. Because I feel like with this...
Do you want to shed more light on that? Or?
Yeah. That's what I'm trying to say.
Okay, cool.
Like with this R. Kelly shit, it's like right now, even though like he's in the media for bad press, like it's negative shit that's being said. But I would think now that he's like in the newspapers, there's more people now listening to R. Kelly in this few months than there were last year at the same point in time, because like you just reminded to say, okay, let's go back to Trapped in the Closet, Jan.
Yeah.
So like
no such thing as bad publicity.
Exactly. That's the.
So could it be staged? Could he? This R. Kelly guy is like, yo, guys, sales are down. I need to do this world tour, so I need to make my music pop. Let's leak something, because people do leak stuff just to for fake cloud, for fake news presence.
That's a
To
point
be-
that I never thought of.
To be honest, I've never trusted like American media, bro. Like, I think these guys will tell you anything just so you give it attention. Like you can't.
Yeah, and everybody talks about it. Like
Yeah.
everywhere you go, you're on Complex, you're on Hot New Hip Hop, you're on BET, which I hate, but everybody's talking about it.
You hate black entertainment,
BET's
television.
They're the ones who push stories that shed a negative light on black people.
Wow.
I believe so. Like, there's some things where, like, as black people, we need to contain and work on it as a black community and fix an issue. But they present certain stories to the people of outside because they're trying to, like, show off black lives and black stories and black whatever. But the way they present it to other people, like other races, is so negative that people start hating on. Black people hate on each other, and then white people are like, if these niggers are hating on each other, then we can hate them too.
Do you think that you could compare? Did anyone want to comment on that? Do you think that you could compare the treatment that black people get in America to what people with albinism are getting now in Malawi? Because
straight up.
Yeah, because it's a thing. Let's just shed some backstory to our international audience. Huh? Because we might have a few of those. But yeah, anyway, the sad news came out today where a 14-year-old boy who had been missing for a couple of days, I think, was found dead with body parts missing, yo. Body parts missing. I can't get into the specifics of what was missing. The funeral, I think, is today or tomorrow. I just think the whole story is bad. It's saddening. But this has been happening. These people living with albinism have been getting the worst treatment ever in Malawi. And it's like, what the fuck is going on? So can you really compare that to black people treatment?
I feel like black people's treatment is much better now in America as compared to what people living with albinism are getting. Because you can't have like cases where like blatant cases right now anyway to say somebody was like abducted and then like
off of just being black.
Off of just being like nothing else, just because you're like born like that.
Yeah.
So I feel like it's worse.
But they're shot because of being black, no?
Yeah, but then like the cases where it's like, okay, they were shot because I don't want to be insensitive. Yeah. Then they were short because maybe they were somewhere where where
that's what the media is telling you.
Yeah, but then like with the people like here in Malawi, it's not even about where you find yourself. You can just be at your house. Like people will break in and then like
they'll grab you.
Yeah.
You just literally because you're vulnerable in a minute or whatever.
But there was somebody in the States just this week, a rapper who was in his car taking a nap and police just came and shot at him. Like out of nowhere. This guy's sleeping and they're shooting at him.
That's fine. But okay, it's not I don't mean that's fine like it's fine. I'm sorry. He probably had a history. He's a rapper. This is a 14-year-old boy.
Yeah, but yeah,
this is a 14-year-old kid.
It is really bad. It is really bad because they're being.
I don't know any rappers except like streets.
Yeah.
So,
but they're being.
That was insensitive, bro. That was some insensitive.
Let me just take some time to apologize on that. Let me apologize. When I said it, I didn't really think about it like that. But my point, I only said it because I was trying to get to the point that you can't put they're not in the same group. They're not in the same group.
Yeah, they're facing two different struggles.
They're facing two different struggles. And honestly, can we take some time to look at our struggle? Because it's crazy. Yeah. This is ridiculous.
Being Malawian and then you're dealing with a lot of spirituality and juju and
it's ridiculous.
There's so much that people have been dealing with, and then the people living with albinism are taking a harder hit just because of their pigment or lack of.
I think I've been trying to get this point across. I think the whole idea of like we can't compare this struggle to that struggle, I think it comes from the same place. It's basically a human being seeing another human being and not thinking they're as human. Because the only way you can cut up somebody is if you don't see them as... Because if you see another human being, you think, okay, this is someone like me, and I think you treat them a certain way. I don't think you'd be able to cut them up or do whatever. I think they're seeing them as lesser, which is the same black struggle, which is people seeing black people as lesser than, human.
Yeah, but from what I've heard, it looks like the reason why they do this is because there's money involved. There's a lot of spiritual juju, all of that stuff. And I've heard of a lot of people doing crazy things because of that, where they proper dehumanize people based on a belief that they held from when they were born or raised.
It's a lack of education. Like, educate people on what's real, what's not. I'm not trying to take shots at anybody here, but like just people having some common sense and thinking in a certain way that's like, okay, this is another human, this is what they feel. This is not them being spiritual. It's something that's in them that made them the way they are, and we should just treat them as humans. Because in an opposite world, it would be where everybody...
Yeah.
You're the person that's different. You can be different for some other reason.
And it's by chance. It's genes. You don't choose to be born like that, and it doesn't mean.
What if you're tall and they're like, oh yeah, we're killing all the tall people. If you're over 6 foot,
someone once said that they would proper say we're killing all bald people. or we're killing all twins, which was done in the Bible, right, or something like that. It's crazy, but it's been happening. That's the thing.
Yeah.
So we're artists, room full of artists. We barely have a voice sometimes, but when we do speak, it's very strong. What do we do about the situation right now? Talk to me, gents.
I think just having this conversation is a lot. I think the fact that like we're talking and then just showing how like what we know about this topic.
Yeah.
I think that's important. People are able to listen to this and also think about, okay, what can I do and such.
Yeah, I think maybe also empowering the those with albinism and
Albinism.
That's rich.
Albinism.
Albinism.
albinism. I don't know what it is, but you empower them so that we hear about how they're.
See, but you should know about it. That's why we need to
No,
empower
no,
them
like
more.
empower them so that
Yeah.
I know how
Exactly,
they
yeah.
feel about certain
Yeah.
things, you know? Where I'm only looking at it from the outside and what it's like living within, then more people will be empathetic.
Do you even
and-
think that it's wrong when we say they and them and
No,
like,
but
because
no,
I saw a
it's-
poster today which said something like they are humans too, so
But I can't, I can't
they
say
also
we
know
because
more.
it's not like I feel their struggle. I can never feel their struggle.
But the thing is, we should feel their struggle because, like, we should feel the whole struggle because it's the struggle of a Malawian. But then this topic is just so like I feel like it's
So I was scared coming into this topic.
Yeah,
I did not want to do
yeah,
it.
yeah.
OT didn't want to do it.
yeah. But then like,
But he didn't know we were gonna.
But
do
then
it.
it's nice to like do it because
Yeah.
at least in the little amount of people who are going to listen to this podcast right now.
Not little, 100 plus, please.
Yes, that's okay.
First
I'm just saying
podcast.
it's a small impact right now,
Yeah.
but it's still it'll bring that conversation in their head. So at least it'll spark some sort of like, let's think. Okay, what can we do? Because this isn't. We shouldn't be like even be discussing this. This should be like you can't kill
unreal.
a fellow Malawian for their body
being.
parts. I mean, that's just messed up.
Also, I just want to say this isn't like just restricted to albinism. Like there's a lot of minorities.
Hate crimes.
Yeah, hate crimes,
Yeah.
and even, not even just crimes, but just like people who live certain lives, even like lesbians or just people from like even just people from certain areas, you know, like there's no platform where they get to share their story, you know. So I think it's important that, because I know what it's like I was watching The Deuce, which Miko gave me, and it was very interesting to see the perspective of like prostitutes.
Yeah.
Like, a prostitute can be a mother too, and she can be using this to like, you know, to support her family. So I think like we really need these like platforms for these people to express themselves.
But you know what? There's been a lot of expression. There has been a lot of expression. Has been a lot of, but there's too much of what can we do about it. There's been conversations. We are talking about it.
Yeah.
You know, I was on Twitter all day. People are talking about it. When will we start doing things? And what what do we need to do to start? Like just to like, okay, guys, we're doing this off Twitter.
Yeah.
Let's go do something.
So just an update on that. Today I saw a press release where the government actually made an initiative where they're going to create a task force or something where they're merging the police and the army. You know how those guys never really work together. They all have the different missions and stuff. So they're coming together to just literally work on this thing. So let's pick up the government on just that part. Because hopefully...
But do the police actually go around and attack all things?
I don't think they're just sitting around though.
I mean, they're obviously not sitting around.
Yeah.
But there's just like there's been a lot of security issues.
Yeah.
I live in a pretty safe neighborhood for the longest of times. But
No, you
over the
don't.
but for the last couple,
Let's speak to this. Like last week, it was the neighborhood always has like great internet.
Yeah,
and now
yeah.
it's pretty safe.
Yeah, nah, I'm starting to think.
Which 25
Which 20, which area? Which area 25 was this?
I live in a nice
the nice part of
but
area
like
25.
it was safe. It's been safe, you know. But over the last couple of weeks, we've been hearing of shootings. Man, 25 shootings, really? You know, and like every almost most of the houses on my street except ours has been robbed. So you know, thank God for that.
Yeah.
But it's there's a lot that the police could do.
Yeah.
And I feel like sometimes they overlook things.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of RIPs that go along, but not a lot of action that can
Yeah.
be done to stop those.
Yeah, but
moments.
what they're calling this is it's an action plan, basically. So they're trying to take action. I really don't know how far it's gonna go. The interesting thing that I gathered from this, I have a friend who is a policeman or works in the police or something. So he shared a view that there's been stories about how some people in government might be involved in the albinism killings.
Yeah.
That's why there's not a lot of awareness on it. There's not a lot of action on it. So basically, them bringing in the army is a new light to the whole situation because the army doesn't necessarily have to answer to people in government. So that then goes back to your thing about the police because they might not be doing a lot on a lot of things when they know that key figures are involved in these things because they have to answer to the government. But the army doesn't. Yeah, the army doesn't answer. So them coming together, that might be a good thing.
But what's the bottom line? What's there? Why would government be involved?
This
Spiritual
is
people
scary
be involved?
now. This is endless.
If you're gonna ask why, it's money. Like
this
it's money.
This is a strong accusation, guys.
What was the accusation?
You're accusing the government.
No, I did not make any accusation. I did not make any accusation. I said that. No, I said that the story is out there.
He said he heard from somebody who told him this. That wasn't him
Thanks to
accusing
zero
anybody.
fact checking, we're gonna assume the
That
government.
wasn't him
I have no facts.
accusing anybody.
I have zero facts.
I'm kidding.
Sharing a story.
You're kidding. Just put my life in danger now. Yo,
You did that yourself.
that's your joke. It was okay before your joke. Yo, guys. Yo. Disclaimer right here. If anything happens to me, Akulu fucked it up for me. All right. This is it.
What else do we have on the docket? Let's move on, please.
All right. This was a really intense, serious issue, but I'm glad we talked about it. Yeah. I think that our responsibilities as artists is to bring these things up to the light, make people like have a conversation, spark a conversation about it.
Yeah.
Make sure it's out there.
Yeah.
So next up, let's talk about something better. Something better. It's something
lighter.
Lighter, not better.
Oh my goodness.
We have to be politically correct.
Oh my
we have to
goodness.
be politically
I
correct.
have a lot to
It's
learn.
not about being politically correct. It's just about being correct.
Yo, that is true. That is
You
true.
can't say it's better as if
I'm gonna make a lot of apologies on this. So my apologies, guys.
Nah, but it's got to be raw because this is what people actually think. Like
This is-
we're all politically correct, air
Yeah.
quotes, because
Yeah.
that's what we're supposed to be. But
Yeah.
in our own homes, some people are saying some really questionable things.
And I think it's also good to be unpolitically correct
Yes.
for the people who are usually so they can see. Oh yeah, I would actually have said what Max said.
So that's what we're here for.
By the way, that was the voice of Akulu again.
The voice of reason.
That was Akulu.
of reason.
If y'all niggas need to end someone, to talk to Akulu because that was me. I'm politically correct. I'm trying at least. If I'm not there yet, I'm trying. Catch me at episode 40. Catch me at episode 40. I'll be like, the government is that's after the bag, of course. But yeah. Anyway, movie trailer came out. The Boy Who Harnessed the Wind. Shout out William. What's his last name?
Kwamba thing?
Aren't we late on this, man?
That was
like 4 weeks ago or something.
It was, but honestly, I still want to talk about it.
I think we should be talking about it.
Yeah.
Talk about what? Like the English? Like people have talked about that and we've moved on. Like what else are we going to talk about?
Well, I haven't heard it from you guys, so.
All right, I liked the trailer. I really liked the cinematography. I liked it looks like it's going to be an interesting movie. And the fact that they shot it here in Malawi is something great because most times they usually use different locations. So they'll be talking about, we have North Korea, but they're really shooting in South Africa or New Zealand. But they actually came to Malawi and studied us and lived with us and produced something that's...
In Area 25?
You never know. They'll probably mud.
Yeah.
That was rich. Area 25.
Like Miko's Area 25.
Yeah.
That rich.
I mean,
That's
Miko's
how
Area
rich it was.
25. I have to go there, man. I have to like build a retirement home.
Yeah.
In Miko's Area 25.
Yeah. But anyway.
Yeah, but then, the boy who harnessed the wind.
You did not want to talk about this.
Yeah, obviously. But then it's on Netflix.
Quick question. Have you read the book?
Yeah.
OT?
Nah, but I know
I
the
feel like
story.
OT
I heard the TED Talk like twice those two different TED talks of William Kamkwamba, is it? And I've listened to the first one like maybe 6 times, and the other one twice. So like I know the story.
Here's a funny thing. So looking at the TED talk and also some of William's interviews, his English is quite funny, right? Am I right? Alright. Yeah. So are we wrong in accusing the movie for having bad Chichewa?
So
because the thing about it, I read something where it's like, look, if someone's bad at English, that's only because they're really good at another language. Okay. So if these guys that were acting are bad at Chichewa, they're good at another language.
The thing is, when you're acting, you're not portraying yourself. You're portraying the character. So the character that you're portraying is good at Chichewa. So if he's bad at Chichewa, then you're portraying him wrong.
But how can we say that all those Russian movies that we watch and all those Indian movies
how do we verify that?
How do we know that they're not messing up the Russian or the English?
What do you mean? What do you mean?
I think
I've watched Damian Lewis portray an American in Billions. Damian Lewis is a British actor.
I think Britain America is quite easier because look, the accent is very different. But I've heard Adele speak, and then I've heard Adele sing. She sounds really. She has a different accent.
That has nothing to do with what we're talking.
All right, but look, let me go back. But okay, you talked about
it's doing in this conversation. Look, Miko asked to say, how do we know if they got the Russian correct? All I said was, I know that a British actor is getting the American accent correct.
All right, that's accent. It's the same language. Now, let's talk about District 9. Have you seen District 9?
It's a different language, man. Even on keyboard, you actually say it's English US and English UK.
It's English.
But it's a different language.
It's English. It's different. Well, fine. These guys are moving from English to Chichewa.
Right, okay,
let's talk. Have you seen District 9 when you had a Nigerian guy? He was a Nigerian character, but he was speaking Chichewa.
Two wrongs don't make it right.
Yo. So Mac and OT are always arguing. This is normal. This is normal. But we gotta cut it. We gotta cut it, guys. We gotta cut it.
Let's move on. So
let's calm it down. It's cool. Everybody's right. Everybody's wrong. It's cool.
Can we just say this is not an arguing podcast? OT, please. Let's not argue about.
Okay, we're not arguing. We're just presenting different views, man.
Yeah, but you're not. I don't think you guys are realizing.
Argue. Let's just present the different views. It's okay.
Yeah, word. So what I wanted to say is like, when I'm listening to like a Russian, I'm watching a movie and the Russian's talking. I have never met like a Russian in my life. I don't know how they talk, so I'm not gonna call whoever HBO, Netflix, like, yo, you guys are representing these guys wrong. Like, I don't think anybody's gonna watch this movie from outside of this country and feel that, and that's where the whole target audience comes in. So they're the ones who are gonna be paying for Netflix. Most people here are going to download whatever. So I think it's okay to be offended, like to catch feelings, but
at the same time, it's okay because you and I sound like that. A lot of us don't. Have you noticed the amount of kids that speak broken Chichewa? Like, it's just like we're speaking English right now, and we'll speak this fluently. But just go to a certain space and be asked to speak Chichewa. It'll be enough to get by, and they'll be like, you know what, I'll down. You know, that's what they'll say.
25.
I was gonna say that, man. 825 Miko. 825 Miko is on the road, man.
Yeah. Shout out.
What are you talking about? Like YBN something and ASAP something. We should have an 825 something. Like 825 Miko on the podcast.
Yo. All right. Whoa, guys, calm down.
That's the juice.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah. Oh no, what? Yeah.
All right. So are we done talking about the movie? I'm really excited to see the movie.
I really want to
Shout out
see
Lily Banda. That's the only Malawian person that I know that's on the. She's the one I know. Yeah, she's the one I know. So shout out.
You know her, or do you?
I was meant to do her album art, but she went silent. So I'm waiting for you, Lily. I'm waiting.
Oh my goodness. No, but Akul was really expensive, so maybe she couldn't foot the bill because Akul is like what, 60K, Magic 60.
I think Lily can handle it.
Yeah, well, she can now because she's got that Netflix money.
That Netflix money. That boy who harnessed the wind money.
You just revealed Akulu's secret code, bro.
No, it's not a secret. I feel like it should
Moving
be.
on.
Okay, so we're back to Akulu. Yeah, I'm gonna ask you a question. No, hold on. I'm gonna ask Akulu a question. So, pre-Lake of Stars, Akulu and I used to be gym buddies, right?
Yeah.
Miko was there as well. So this question also goes to Miko.
Yeah.
We used to be gym buddies. We're all about the gym all the
Yeah.
time. And now news breaks that apparently, and Akulu is getting, he's getting clout.
Yeah.
Miko's getting clout.
Yeah,
I saw,
even-
people feeling on their arms a few times.
Yeah.
That's not true, but it's probably what they should have done. But yeah, anyway,
You never know, eh?
you never know. You never know. But Miko, tell us, you had people feeling on your arms, right?
I didn't have people. Okay, maybe.
Come on.
Okay, I did.
Tell us. You had people feeling on your arms.
Okay, I did.
There we go. So 3 gym buddies, and now here we are, a few months later, and apparently the gym is no longer a thing that women value because of my man King Builder. So can we talk about
I don't think it's him. I think it's the whole chubby guys and chubby girls are in BBWs and chubby guys.
What? I didn't get that.
For real, I've talked to
you-
some girls who are like, yo, I like my guys chunky. I like medium ugly. That's the thing that's been going around on Twitter, and even we feeling the big girls now.
Okay, hold on. Here's where I was going with this. Basically, if you're going to the gym, you get clout from girls.
Yeah.
That's my point. Girls feel you because apparently they see they see the appearance and they think that performance
They
is
see
good.
the chiseled.
Appearance equals performance. That's what they're thinking in their head. But my man here, he fucked it up for me. I haven't been to the gym in a week or two because
You
now
don't
I
even want to
don't-
be a gym guy. Yeah,
I don't want to be a gym guy
yeah, straight up.
because apparently it doesn't mean shit anymore. So can we talk about this?
King
First of
Builder
all,
or
I
the
think
gym?
I think you need to share the King Builder story for context. One, two. Not everybody is going to the gym because they want girls.
Thank you.
First of all, I
Thank
think
you.
there are people who,
Mr. Married Man.
yeah, whatever, man,
That's true. That's true though.
whatever. But there are people who like just the habit of being able to go to the gym daily and keeping up that habit is good. Getting bigger and getting stronger feels good. Is good for confidence. Some people.
where?
Hold on. Some people are naturally confident. Some people need this to be confident. And it's not confidence in bed. I think that's what you were hinting at. It's just being bigger and stronger and knowing that you can, if somebody steps up to you, you can step back,
Yeah, I think that's true. Like you can't just bring it up as if that's what you're saying is the view of everybody. Like everybody who goes to the gym.
As someone that
and
goes to the gym.
Every girl who likes the guy who goes to the gym is looking for performance in the bed. I think that's unfair. That's
All right, no, but what I did, if you followed my conversation, I started off by proving that people have been getting more
You
girls
didn't
off
prove.
of.
You gave examples.
I gave examples and I got confirmation from Miko.
You don't
and-
prove shit by giving an example.
No, I
Anyway,
got confirmation from these guys.
The point was King Builder.
Yeah.
King
Yes.
Builder. Let's go
All right.
back to
And this-
because this is something if you haven't heard this King Builder story, you gotta hear it. You just gotta hear it, and that's what I want from this.
Can you tell us the story? Because I don't want to tell the story.
Okay, I don't know the story because I also heard it from a third person. And
We all heard it from third people because it's on
but
my
anyway,
WhatsApp.
no fact check. This dude pulls up on his broad, and he's like, "Yo, I can come through with the clutch. My
Apparatus.
my apparatus, my apparatus, my gear is the latest. The high performance
My third
gear,
leg.
I'm well endowed. That's what he pulled up with, and he shows up to
Basically, I'm Nigerian.
He-
I can't fit in my arm. Yeah, I can't fit in my hand.
And he pulls up to this girl and about to hook up, and she's like, "Yo, whoa.
Strap up, nigga.
Where is
Strap up.
the goods that you promised?" And this guy shows up weak and as well as weak in bed. So he didn't perform.
Yeah.
He was done. He gave her a quickie when she was looking for a marathon.
Oh my goodness.
And that's the King Builder story. So
Oh, gosh, we're gonna get beatings, man. But
but according to her, you can't get a beating.
oh, that was cold. But yeah,
That was insensitive, Miko.
everything
I was
is insensitive right
insensitive
now.
and low key gave and
Oh,
That's a topic.
You saying that was gay is also insensitive.
Yeah, that's insensitive.
Insensitive
To the gay people,
in another
So
light.
guys, viewers, listeners out there, just know we're not really insensitive. We just don't
just
know what we're
edgy.
talking
We're just
about.
edgy. We're just
We're
edgy.
just really edgy right now. We'll get better at this. So energy equals what? Mass over distance. Mass times distance.
Energy is like
Mass times distance.
MC
squared.
MC squared.
Yeah.
I'll
Speed. What is it? What can
anyway,
school me? But my point is like he liked in both. I feel like you need to if you don't have the mass, at least have the duration, time over distance.
expertise,
Can someone check this?
mass times gravity.
Oh my goodness.
Mass times gravity.
What was I trying to check then? Because there's something that's distance over time.
That's
We had a triangle like it's
Yeah.
SDT. So the D
Distance over time.
Yeah, so if you hold this, you have
So I think that most girls just want like two things of all those three things. Please have some, some longitude, some distance,
Some
or
balance.
at least have some time in there. But
Yeah.
you failed at both things, and now you're making the gym look bad. I would really like to go back to the gym and get my arms felt on, but I can't do that anymore.
exactly. So that's why they're going for the medium ugly, because the medium ugly guys.
What's medium ugly?
I don't know what it is, but
how's being ugly factor
you
in
guys-
this?
no, because now the medium ugly has to perform. He knows that he's not attractive. He's got to perform. Otherwise, like, what's he good for?
You guys are acting like this little incident has defined the whole culture, man. That's
My point. It has.
The voice of reason. The
It ain't-
voice
it ain't
of
that
reason.
deep. It ain't
And
that
this is
deep.
like a story that like we heard, but then like I'm pretty sure like the bunch of people that we know didn't even get
don't even know
wind
about
of this
this
whole
guy.
story.
Yeah.
And we're trying to like make it seem like it was like a
such
national
huge
issue.
thing, man.
fuck
Yo,
that.
everybody.
Malawi smoke.
So man,
bro?
man, like, we're
Like-
like 14 million people in this shit.
It's honestly not like
not
cause like people are attractive, right?
Yeah.
So just cause you heard that a certain person who's attractive because of his muscles didn't perform well in bed doesn't automatically mean that every other attractive person is gonna perform
No, but
like he
it
did.
now brings in the question of, so it's one of those things where you put people in a position to
box.
ask, wait, does that mean that if this is not equal to this, So now people are looking at, these guys are well built because they're big, they're whatever, so they're the full package. But it's like, no, this guy just has one of the things.
Exactly.
So,
Like just to add on that.
You guys
No.
have like some personal problem.
It's nothing's personal here.
Like,
No. But like, look.
I'm just want to.
Yeah.
Are you gonna cut me off for trying to say what I'm gonna say?
No, I just wanted to add on what he was
Like
saying.
Graham is cut off Drake for like trying to say some shit. So all I'm saying is,
Trying to compare yourself to Drake, bro.
yeah, man. OVO, man. OVO.
Yeah, but look. I've seen in a lot of times when girls compare good dancers to performance. Good dancing equals performance.
yeah.
And I felt like the gym was also getting that clout as well. And look, it's not us. We don't know what good performance is. Like if I was to ask Akulu if like,
Why are you trying to
hold on.
make fun of me?
So, hold on. So, okay, let me ask Akulu a question. So Akulu, ever since you quit the gym a few months ago, has your time gone up? Has your duration gone up?
I'm not gonna answer that.
Exactly, that's the point. So it's not on the ground. Look,
We're not a sex podcast.
we're not anything. We're not a political podcast. We're not anything.
Yeah.
We talk about issues.
Yeah, issues.
These are issues.
Yeah, these are
Issues
True.
in pants. But anyway, look. So I talked about dance equals performance. Gym was also equal to performance. Now a key figure, the king of the gym.
Do you know this guy?
A king in the gym. I have no
This guy's
idea.
gonna track you down.
I
And
have,
but he said cake builder, so he has to be like, you really can't call out king and not be the king.
Look,
And he's a pretty big guy. Well, not
personally,
everywhere, anyway.
personally, I'm not out here like trying to judge people for like just what I see on the surface, right? Like just cause
I think that's the whole point,
a girl. Hold on.
Did you get the other story? Did you get his side of the story?
Yeah, let me Oh, King Builder? Yeah, we did not. We did not. We did not. No, that's not true.
That's not true. That's not true.
It seems that most times people believe the girl side of the story because the girl gets into
We
detail.
don't even have the other guy's side of the story. That's the thing.
Yeah.
So we don't know. We have no choice to
All right,
believe.
maybe then it would be nice if we got a different
So like
angle.
King Builder, like talk to McPherson Dalama and then
Oh my god!
give him your side of
Can
the
you cut
story.
this part out? That's not cool. That's not cool. All right, I'm small. I'm small. I'm not.
Did
Yeah.
you not say that after that sort of conversation?
Well, no, not that. Not small like that. We're in the same group. I'm average. All right, I'm average.
What do you mean we're the same group?
All right. Let's cut this. This is crazy.
I think we're done for
We're done for the day. I'm not gonna talk about any of my sizes, height, nothing. I'm not talking about any of that.
Too much juice.
No, we did not have any juice. All right. Wrapping up. Can I wrap up?
Yeah.
Is that cool?
Yeah, like,
All right, yo.
call us out.
All right, Akulu has a last point. Talk to
And maybe it's not that deep, but then like the whole surface thing, right? There's girls who are like super hot, but
Can't fuck.
I'm not gonna just say that, but and then there are girls who, God, how do I put this? Never mind. I don't know how to put this without being offensive.
I'm not.
basically, what the conclusion that we got from here is don't judge a book by its cover.
Yeah.
Right? Don't judge a book by its cover.
Everybody's human.
Everybody's human. Have a conversation with someone, and then that's it.
So I think
Then
it goes
find
back
out what
to
you
I
like.
was saying about the tweets. Like we shouldn't have like a proper like pattern for a tweet. What should we do with it? Like we should treat everything depending on what does it give. So
I had
like,
one last point. I never got. If everybody can just get like a minute to
Yeah,
chip
to like-
into this.
to like, yeah.
Why did she feel the need to share that story?
From my understanding, she was sharing it to someone that she thought would have kept the story private, but then they leaked it. So it wasn't like she was leaking it to a friend basically.
But have you noticed how like girls feel the need to be savage? There's some girls that were like once you just validate them as the it girls, they just become
They're
savage.
changing the story.
Anyway,
That's Akulu's question.
she felt the need because she pretty much wanted the clout. She wanted to present herself as somebody who only gets the best. So now she's put herself out there. Like if you're gonna shoot your shot, make sure that you're good at it. But anyway, more of the story, be humble. That's what it does right now.
Don't judge a book by its cover. Be humble. We're all human. We all have our weak points. Because I could defend Mr. King for days. He traveled from Blanta to Lilongwe. He was tired of driving. He just wanted to sleep, yo. Let man's nap. Let him nap.
I think we're done. I think we're done. Let's wrap this up.
We've gone too far. Yo. So please end it.
Okay, all right. Good podcast, guys. All right, good podcast. You just listened to episode 2 of the Listum podcast. We hope you episode 2. We hope you keep listening. Keep streaming. Keep liking. We want those comments, ladies and gentlemen.
Over 100 on SoundCloud. Was it?
Yeah, shout out to all the 100 and plus.
Yo, shout out to everyone. I wish we could shout out by name, but we can't because there's too many of you right now.
I didn't mention P-Mac with the album, man. Like, shout out to you, man.
All right. Just to wrap up, don't forget, this is part of the Make Life Worth Living campaign. It's the campaign. I was gonna say conference. It's the campaign.
Men's conference. We didn't
Men's
get to
conference.
that, man. Like,
We'll talk about the men's conference later. Make Life Worth Living campaign. Follow Zaluso Arts.
Yeah.
www.zalusoarts.com. Check out the Colors of the Mind project. Check out everything that's happening on there. We've got loads of art, loads of shit. Zaluso Arts, killing it. Go.
And we're out.
These, man.
you practiced.
I tried to
that was an off
but I
the
couldn't
top.
get it.
Nah,
Was that
fuck
dope?
that shit.
I'm getting better.
was
Check me
dope.
at 100.
That was
Check me at
dope.
episode 100.
That was dope.
Episode 100. Check me out.
Yeah.